For anyone that's missed it, there's been a huge outcry about Game Pass. So it's Xbox have raised the price of Game Pass. People that don't know, I'm just going to give a brief update, really. For a long time, Xbox have been moving away from just traditional consoles to providing a subscription service that they're actually allowing you to do, and allowing it through cloud gaming as well. So effectively, they're calling everything an Xbox now. If you've got an iPad, you've got anything, you just get X, you get the app, or you use a web browser, you log in, you can attach a Bluetooth or controller, all of a sudden you're playing games everywhere. It was always quite evident, especially to me, that the price of games had been going up in price, that the cost of actually buying games outright was going up, because that then made a subscription service seem more viable. It made it more reasonable. All of a sudden, in comparison, oh, I might as well pay this because that's better than paying something outright, and I can have a bunch of games. It starts to look beneficial. But we can look at, I don't want to digress too far, but you look at any subscription model, whether it's Netflix, Disney, all those things, even if you look at Apple Music, Spotify, prices always go up. They never stay the same. So relying on a service at its current price and expecting it to remain that way is incredibly naive. So you might not buy a game thinking, I'll just play it on a subscription service. That's great if you just play a game once and you just want to get through it for a set period. If you see yourself coming back to it, just like music subscriptions and TV, you're going to be paying for the rest of your life for a game that you could have just owned for a lot cheaper. Like me personally, I still have, I don't know where it is now. I can't find it. I don't know what I've done with it. But I've still got my iPod. So like I've still got a subscription service as well. But the iPod doesn't cost me a penny to use. Battery lasts absolutely ages. I've got a dongle for it where I can actually have Bluetooth. And I've also got wired headphones if I want. These even have a wire. So it's so versatile. The moment the price goes too expensive, I can just get rid of it. It's not going to impact me in the slightest, And there'll be months when I don't want it. But I know that's just that. But if we go on Game Pass, for instance, they've just whacked the price up like crazy. And it's been incremental for PC for a while. I think back in the day, I think it was like £3.99. Something stupid. They called it a beta trial. Because at the time, PC gamers already had a huge library of games. We didn't need the service. So it was more just out of morbid curiosity, really, and interest. And might as well try it, play the odd game here and there. But nothing I'm going to be attached to deeply. Then, of course, over time, you start having questions. Like, for me personally, it's games like Forza Horizon, the racing games, Call of Duty, and even Flight Simulator. If you add up the price of those, like Flight Simulator is expensive, Forza Horizon on launch is expensive. Now, there are other games, but a lot of these, many of us already own. I'm not saying everybody, but many of us. Xbox don't have as big a library as people think. They keep talking down about PlayStation Plus, which is a PlayStation equivalent. I think with an ignorance of what PlayStation Plus is. So I'm going to show differences in a moment of them. And just bear in mind, I have a PlayStation Plus subscription. I don't have Game Pass. And that was before the price increase. I saw the price increase myself before I saw everybody's rage, because I was thinking in my mind, I might have a look, because I fancy playing Call of Duty or something, because I don't own the latest one. I might just see for the month, really, and if the new one comes and I'm interested. Then I went there, and straight away I was like, wait a minute, it's not £14.99 for Ultimate, and it was £9.99 for PC, which is the only one I really needed. £14.99 for Ultimate, which was then Xbox version as well, so if you've got the game console. I didn't need that, I really just needed the PC one. Now, the PC one's gone up a little bit, but it hasn't gone up as much as the other one. So we'll go through it if we can find it. But we'll notice this, though. Since this outcry, this wasn't there before. I never noticed it before. It's only now that I've just logged in, since everyone's gone mental. Look at this. Join now for £1. Well, that's interesting. They're offering a 1 month trial for £1. They used to do that a lot, these trials. Then they got rid of them. They're greedy. And for me personally, I don't think this is sustainable anymore. Because what it is, we've seen now with our own eyes, even if they roll back the costs, we know where they're heading. We know that's where they see the future of Xbox, and it's not going to stop. They're expecting you just to pay premiums and premiums and premiums. And before I go too far with this, I've been noticing for a while, because the price of games is going up, we're going to find games that get lost. There'll be outcries that certain games just didn't reach their financial quota, and developers, publishers, all sorts will get cancelled. There's going to be massive layoffs because of this. Because what it is, if games are going to start releasing at £70 each, that's a lot of money for an individual. That's a lot of money for a game. So let's say you've got a budget of £200. Most people don't walk around saying I'm going to spend £200 on games. But let's say you go, I'm going to buy, like let's say it's this month for me. I would like Battlefield 6 for sure. Battlefield 6. I still want Death Stranding 2. I like soccer, football. So I want Football Manager when that releases. A lot of us have been waiting over a year for that. So those are the real couple of games I want. You know, by extension, you could take Call of Duty and there's some others. FIFA, FC26, I haven't got. Did the trial for that. So these games add up. So reality is, let's say there's a list of games you're interested in, and Ghost of Yotei, but I haven't finished the first one yet. But anyway, these are mainstream games. What chance does any other game have that launches? The money's already been taken up by these ones because they're all so freaking greedy. Anyway, so the misconception really is that everything comes on Game Pass day one. No, first-party titles do, Xbox titles do, but Xbox haven't made decent games for ages. So sometimes they might do a deal with another publisher and they release it, but that's not always the case. So I said, I think there's an incredible naivety that Game Pass is this all-in-one great platform. I think it's a bit crap, personally. There's only a handful of games I'd want to play, and by extension, I might as well just buy them. And I have done over the years. You know, Starfield come out, I bought that on PC. Gears of War 4, I think I own that somewhere. Flight Simulator, not the latest one, I own on PC. Because I'm not going to buy every single freaking release they make, because I'm not going to go down a greed path here. It did show before the path, so let's go on the Game Pass. Just quickly get a look at it before we go over to PlayStation. I'm going to spend more time on PlayStation Plus, by the way, than I am on the Game Pass. Everyone knows about Game Pass already for the most part. It should be here. Here we go. The price is whacked up. That was £22. That was £14.99 for this one. I can't remember what. I don't think this premium tier existed. Now they've thrown me off. I'm pretty sure it was just PC only or Ultimate. And if you had an Xbox, then you would just do the Game Pass. You know, it would just be Xbox Live or basic Game Pass. I can't remember now, but they've made another tier. They've took away rewards. So if you had Game Pass, you used to be able to buy games that are on Game Pass. If you want to own them, you get 10% off. They don't want you owning them. They're not giving you the reward anymore. They want you stuck on Game Pass. And at £22.99 a month, if you went down the Ultimate route, that would cost, I mean, I'm not going to do the absolute maths there, but let's say it's £250 plus a year. That doesn't equate to worth it. Most people getting Game Pass nowadays are getting it for Call of Duty and maybe Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon 5 goes on regular sale now for £27 a month. Okay, a new one could come out next year. They've been announcing it. There's not enough to justify this, though. A year of that, you could just own Forza Horizon 5 and Call of Duty when it launches, and that'd be £100. You might as well just buy them and be done with it. Because that constant feeling you've got to keep paying them for stuff you don't need. Fortnite Crew. Yeah, okay, that usually costs about £10 a month. I think it is something like that. That's good if you play Fortnite, but that's forcing everybody to have it who doesn't play Fortnite. I like Fortnite, but that's not the point. EA Play and Ubisoft Classics. Everyone's talking about that at the moment. That was already on there. EA Play and Classics were there. Maybe they're saying you can stream them now and you couldn't before. I don't know, but it's a waste of. It's a joke. When you do the maths, it's a joke. I think they've really misaligned themselves, not realizing where the people are at. I think they've just thought the Xbox brand's that big, we can do what we want. That arrogance is what destroys a company. And personally, I just think they've lost all credibility. Like, I won't sign up to Game Pass now at all. Like, I won't even go near it. Even if they drop the price, I don't trust it anymore. What's the point of me paying towards something that a price can shoot up at any moment, and they obviously don't respect anyone? So if I want Call of Duty, for instance, and I really want it, because I don't play it every year, I'm not that obsessed with it. But if I fancy it, and I think I haven't played it for a bit, I fancy playing some Call of Duty, I'll just buy it. You know, I'll just buy it and just be done with it. So that. But if you're going to buy it, that begs the question, where'd you buy it? Because there's not a lot on Xbox. Personally, I've got bored of every Xbox Series console. I've had 2 Series X's already in this generation. I've got bored both times. I prefer PlayStation myself. There's more variety. I like story-driven games. People can sleep on whatever they want to sleep on, but Call of Duty's there anyway. I'll either get it on PC or PlayStation. But anyway, just to give you a collection here, I don't really care about the new Doom game. I've already got Hogwarts Legacy on PC. Call of Duty's Warzone's free. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. A lot of people have one version of Call of Duty at some point. Maybe not the latest. Diablo 4, I already own. Forza Horizon 5, I already have 4. I've had all 4 and below. I haven't got round to buying 5 per se, because I was using Game Pass in the past. But I prefer 4 anyway. But realistically, if they say this is what's trending, I don't need any of that. I know it's personal to me, but it doesn't do anything for me. And then people keep talking about how great the library is, and it's like, what library is great about them, though? A lot of it's just crap. I'm not saying all of it's crap, but it's not as good as you think. Now, let's go and look at PlayStation Plus. We've seen the prices here. It ranges all the way up to freaking £22.99. Yeah? And they only give you so much on this £10 tier. Let's close this now. This is my PlayStation. We're on the PlayStation console. I'm doing a game capture so you can literally see the console, how it looks. Wait a minute. Right, so now we're into the PlayStation. Turn the mic off on that, of course. Not really a game at all. I think the UI is a lot better than an Xbox UI, myself personally. You can do some cool folders. See, this is what's on my console. We go up one. I've made little folders, VR, all sorts, because we've got PlayStation VR as well. Sleep on that. That's amazing with Gran Turismo. But let's come out of that, because this is not what it's about. Although PlayStation Plus sort of shows some of the games here. But we'll come over to this in a moment. Let's go over to the PlayStation Plus hub here. So we've got a PlayStation Store. And look, before we even get there, I'm just trying to show PlayStation in general. They always do deals. There's a Tokyo Game Show here. They usually have a Most Wanted or so here. You've got under there. But if you just do all deals, you've now got an idea of every game that's on sale. And it might even... Forza Horizon was recently on sale. Now, sometimes it's big games. Sometimes it's little games. At the moment, it's like a big VR thing. Unless I've got a filter that's on VR. It's starting to look very VR-y, isn't it? I think my filter says VR. Let me just get off this a minute. Oh, I can't tell if I'm on it. I think I've got my filter on VR. I can't see it. Is it clear filters? I think now, hopefully that says clear filters. Because I'm in the way of it. Let me just move this screen over just a tad. Because I'm not looking at it on anything else other than what you're seeing. Like, I'm seeing it on my own screen here. Look, this is doing my head in. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not moving. Why don't it just move? I can't. It just keeps doing a window capture every time I try and move it. I think we're going to have to just get rid of that window. Right. Let me just remove it. It's trying to grab the Xbox app every time I do it. There you go. Right, so we're going to just move it slightly so I can see it a little better. So anyway, this is the store. It's, you know, it's incredible. Even Death Stranding 2's now dropped to... It took a £10 off there in the current sale. Wait for Christmas, it'll be even cheaper. That'd be nice. But we're seeing Xbox games on here now as well. Like, look, Indiana Jones. It's still quite hefty, but, you know, we're going to... This is the store. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I actually think it's competitive. I think it's decent. I think there's plenty of options. I prefer the controller on a PlayStation, personally. I like the UI. I feel like really comfortable when I'm here. Xbox just stresses me out. It's not really for gamers. It's for, I don't know. It's their own indulgence. So let's come out of the store and let's go right over to where we're talking about. Now, I've got a subscription to this, although I think I'm not sure the payment's gone through, so I might have to look at that this month. But let's have a look, because they have actually given... They've given Alan Wake 2 this month for free. So that's like, as long as you've got a membership. Yeah, there it is. We'll see if my thing's still active, because I'll be able to get it. I'm hoping it's still active. Oh, yeah, see? I add to library. We've got till the... I can't see the dates. It's blurry on my screen, unfortunately. But because I have the premium extra, whatever it's called, package, which is £13.49 a month, so it's nearly half price of Xbox's biggest version. My one has all the library of games from their library that they put on PlayStation Plus. You get curated ones like but free games also that you get to add to your library. So even if they get removed next month, you still have them as long as whenever you've got a PlayStation Plus membership. So that's a nice bonus. You also get game trials, which I really like. So they're not demos, they're full games, but a set period. So I got to play Death Stranding 2 for 5 hours, even though I didn't buy the game. So I didn't have the money for the game, but I had a subscription. It was free as part of my subscription. Hell yeah, I'll play that for 5 hours. Loved it. Anyway, so we can add Alan Wake 2 now. That's an expensive game. I recently bought it on PC, but now I can have it on my PlayStation. I'll probably just play it here. I'm not sure if it's added it. I can't see a damn thing. I think it did. I just grab them. Even if I want them, I don't want them. Just own them. And you can stream just like the cloud on Game Pass. And I might even just show it streaming, actually, because I think that would be good. You can see the quality of the stream. Actually, I'll do that in a minute. That'd be useful. Because I'm sick and tired of everyone keeps saying how poor PlayStation Plus is. No one knows a damn thing about PlayStation Plus. You even get Sony core movies. So, a bit like Netflix, but because Sony have a studio, you can literally watch some movies through them. Movie of the month. Oh, I'm not going to do it, actually, because it's going to be game capture, doesn't allow movies. But you've got whole movie collections here. Some you'll have to buy, but some would be part of your membership, which I think a lot of people don't even know about. So go back over here. So what we can do is show what the memberships are. I think that'd be more helpful. Benefits. I'm not sure if we're going to get the tiers. I'm not sure we're going to get the tiers up at the moment. Let me have a look. Game trials. Because I'm a member, it's harder for me to get the information for the memberships, I think. Let me see what that does if I go over here. Oh, manage subscription. I'm not sure why it's not giving us information. Wait a minute, PlayStation Plus. Well, it's not giving me the tiers, is it? So effectively, you can downsize your tiers, though. There are options. See where it says, I'll just get that across. There's a premium, there's an extra, and then there's just online only. So I think it's £6.99. You can just play your games online. I don't think you get much beyond that, if at all. You might get the monthly games as well, I'm not sure. But then you've got premium and extra. So certain games will be part of extra. So it won't be the whole catalogue of PlayStation Plus, but it's still a lot of games. But there might be some PlayStation exclusives that are not in there. So that's about £10.99. For an extra £2.50 a month, just £13.49, you'll have access to the whole library of PlayStation Plus. You'd be able to do the game trials. You'll be able to stream the games. So that's what it opens up. But if we just go here, look, they're saying trending on game catalogue. In the same way we saw trending on Xbox, didn't we? What was it? It was the latest Doom, Forza Horizon 5. There was, what's the other one? Diablo 4. You know, you've got Hogwarts Legacy on this. You haven't got the Hogwarts Legacy ain't on Xbox Game Pass. People sleep on that. The latest God of War, Ragnarok. These are the PlayStation exclusives are like some of the best games ever made, like in my opinion. They're incredible. The massive story narrative games, but the production quality out of this world. Ghost of Tsushima. Now, the new one, Ghost of Yote's out, but this is a big enough game on its own, and it's already got so much acclaim. So people can sleep, but effectively, just to put it, before we go through a whole library here, with PlayStation Plus, you literally get both Last of Us games, which I already own, but what a nice benefit to anyone walking in for a very minimal amount of money for a month. You've got access to them. You've got Days Gone, which I think is really incredible as well. That's like a zombie horde thing. It's more open world. I think it's similar to The Last of Us, but in an open world setting. Bit different, but I think it's incredible. Then you've got Ghost of Yote. Then you've got the God of War, and then God of War Ragnarok. Then you've got Spider-Man. You've got Spider-Man 1, and you've got Spider-Man Miles Morales. At some point, hopefully Spider-Man 2 comes. But would you not, like, personally for me, the membership's worth it just for them. That's better than anything Xbox has. They haven't put Gran Turismo 7 on here, but I bought that. But it's like one of those, I've got a membership anyway, and then I can just buy the great games on top. And it works perfectly. Whereas Xbox, I think, how is this poor? Valhalla. They keep talking about the fact that Ubisoft Classics is on Xbox Game Pass. Ubisoft Classics is on PlayStation Plus as well. We just don't get EA Play. I did EA Play, $5.99. I've only did that 1 month because I wanted to try the new FC26, the new FIFA. They give you a 10-hour trial with that, and I thought for $5.99 it's worth playing 10 hours of FIFA. Then I'm cancelling it. There's nothing there to play. It's crap. So don't worry about they give you that on Xbox. You're not going to play the games anyway. Most people won't, unless you're deeply into sports. Then we've got this, Odyssey. So you've got a few Assassin's Creed. We've got Sackboy, which is Little Big Planet. We've got some Battlefield. We've got Far Cry 6. You know, this is mad. Uncharted. We'll go through them, look. Trending. This is only the trending list. Oh, okay, so we've seen the trending list. Let's go, what else have they got? Actually, let's go benefits. I know it's all over the place, but it's just so exciting. You get exclusive packs. This is like skins and additions to existing games, usually online multiplayer games, but that's pretty cool. There was recently a Fortnite one I think I grabbed recently. But these are nice little perks, something that Xbox sometimes do, but they only usually give you like 6 things every month. It's crap. So we get a game trial. So let's go here. It ranged from about an hour to 5 hours each game. And some you can stream. So it saves you the download. Let's say it's a 100 gig download. You haven't got the storage. You don't really want a hassle. It's only for so long. Okay. So I've already done Death Stranding too. I've already used the 5 hours, so I can't. It's no point. I've only got like 10 minutes left. But I loved it and I really want to buy it. But I'm still waiting for it to drop in price a bit. Baldur's Gate 3, I've got on PC, so I don't need the trial. I can't see how long it says there. Let me just drag it over again. This is driving me nuts, this dragging thing. All right, 2-hour subscription. We're going to have to do that a little bit. It's a 2-hour subscription for that one. And you can't stream all of them, by the way. Indiana Jones, how long do you get for that? Oh, I can't see because I think I've downloaded it before. Oh, wait, it should come up. Oh, it's coming up slightly. I think it's 2.5 hours. They're so random. Yeah, it's popping. I don't know why it's popping like that. Spider-Man 2 even. Look, you can grab that. 2 hours subscription. 2 hours of that. Undisputed, the boxing game. I've already done that one, so that's why it's popping. 2 hours. Even that. Okay, this is the one that's on Game Pass. You play the full game on Game Pass. But look how expensive it costs. You can give it a try for an hour, and you'll know if you like it enough. Anyway, the price of that's going to drop anyway. But like I say, you've got all these games, and they'll always add new ones. So it's not just fixed to these. That's a VR game there. I think that's the VR one. That's a VR one as well. So there's a bit of difference. And that's the thing. These are games where you don't have the VR on the Xbox either. So it opens up other games. I don't need to be a fanboy of anything. It's just I've played all the platforms and I truly enjoy playing on PlayStation. And I don't feel they're fleecing me in any way. I think it's all quite fair. I think for £13.50, they're giving me a lot, to be honest. They give me access to games I want, even if I own a lot of them. Some of the others, it just saves me a hassle because they're exclusive games I want to play. And I can still try out some of the latest games when they get added to this list. And then ultimately, after a while, they'll get added to this list where we get all the main games, you know, under the latest stuff and things. So yeah, you get it's mad, isn't it? Like people saying how rubbish it is. Hundreds of games. Last of Us Part 2. We've got Wrestling if you're into it. Elder Scrolls Online, Control. Not sure what that one is, but I mean, we can actually go through the whole list. I think it makes sense. So cloud streaming, so it's just like Xbox really, but you got that. Classic catalog, game trials, Ubisoft classics, monthly games, discounts. So yeah, they do discounts as well, and it's something Xbox are not doing anymore. I don't think. I'm not sure if they're doing that. Doesn't sound like they are. But yeah, they'll have every now and again. They'll be in the PlayStation Store. There'll be discount games. They'll change. And it's specific to PlayStation Plus subscribers. So if you haven't got a subscription, you can't take advantage of the deal. So, and that one doesn't last particularly long. You have to grab them, and then there'll be a new set of games. So I think that's a nice little bonus. Obviously, it gives you online. We can do. Oh yeah, cloud storage with your save games. I don't know if Xbox would do the same thing. I'd have thought they do. I don't know. But that's always useful. If I load a game I had in a previous console and I just want to get it, it'll download the file. This one says you can share. I think you can share with your friend or someone. They can access the game while you're playing it remotely, which is pretty cool. But let's go through the catalogue now, because it's kind of what matters. Classic catalogue. Where's the full catalogue? Because bear in mind, they've also got this streaming service that's different, and it's actually got PlayStation 3, I think PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, original PlayStation, and PSP, if I've got it correct. So they've got a level of emulation going on this as well. Right, let's just go games at the top. Right, recently added. So it's in order of recently added. There's going to be some crap, but then there's a lot of crap on Xbox. But like I say, we've got The Last of Us. I'm going to try and move this over a little bit now so we can get some sort of angle on it. So you can see I've got the premium membership. So I've got the £13.50 membership. Now, you might go, I don't want to pay $13.50. I've done it before where I do the $10.99 one. Just think I might as well save a few pennies. But ultimately, I want something on the premium one. It might be a game trial. It might be I want to stream rather than download a game. There might just be a specific game that's part of the more expensive. For an extra £2.50, that's fine. £13.50, that's fine. Bear in mind, this is on console. The PC variant of Game Pass currently is £13.50. They put the price up. So that's PC only. This is when it's console, it's usually more expensive, and that's what this is. So, and this is the same as the PC Game Pass, but it's PlayStation, and you can remote play this on your console, on your PC, on other devices by remote play. The PlayStation Plus, same like Xbox, but it's only a fraction of the cost, which is nuts to me. Anyway, of course, because it's in order, I don't know if there's a way to make it based on popularity, maybe. Sort by... That's a bit of a shame. I wish they did it by popularity. Okay. Which you have to go through. It's obviously going to be so random. But you've got a new what's that called? Prince of Persia. That's pretty cool. So that one there is an older game, I think. It says PS5, PS4. I think it's going to be an emulation. But yeah, so we've got Game of the Year edition of Spider-Man. So effectively, you've got a Game of the Year PS4 version or PS5. So it's nice they still support both consoles. Tropico games. I prefer them on PC, Planet Coaster. Even got Cyberpunk. I already own that. Like I said, there's going to be crossovers where you already own them. These are going to be console games from previous generations, like PS3. or even PSP in that case. That's why there's going to be a lot of filler as well here because of the generations of console, unfortunately. But you've got the latest Battlefield, Hunter, so that's your hunting. You've got Train Simulator. Okay, these are sort of games that are on the Game Pass. But look at the price difference. Battlefield 5, Humankind, you've got Stalker, Days Gone. So now we're getting into the exclusive PlayStation games, which for me are better than anything. Hogwarts Legacy, that saves you a load of money, doesn't it? Or even this. So that starts making EA Plus, the EA Play catalogue pointless because this is an EA game and it's part of the membership anyway. And you've got Dead Island 2, then we've got VR, Prince of Persia, Control, Division 2, that's an Ubisoft game. So again, those where they keep talking about Ubisoft classics and EA Play, they're here, most of them. Tomb Raider, again, latest God of War. These not cheap games. And I just think for the money, it's great. Jurassic World Evolution 2, Sonic Frontiers, and hopefully we will get Spider-Man 2 at some point added to it, and that'd be freaking awesome. You know, that's kind of why I haven't bought it, because I know it's as long as the price is fair, I'll probably just keep playing the PlayStation Plus anyway, because I like all the service it offers, from the streaming to the game trials to the first-party games here and some of the other games I can add. So I don't have to play it all the time to feel its value. Last of Us Part 1. Like, that's crazy if you don't own it. You're saving yourself a fortune, really, aren't you? Because you're getting all these other games on top. Watch Dogs 2. Like I say, I think you got most of the Ratchet and Clanks, which is pretty cool. Because they're just fun. So got some Lego games. I'm not sure if Lego's on Xbox. Watch Dogs Fallout 4. The Crew 2. I'm not sure if one of them got discontinued. I think it's the first one. And then again, look at all these Assassin's Creeds now. this Assassin's Creed's going to keep you busy enough for just one game. Far Cry. So I just think personally, if you add up the value of the membership on PlayStation, hell yeah, I'm going to get my value out of that. You play one of them games, it pays for the month. You know, if I was to go and complete an Assassin's Creed game, that pays for the month for me. Like, and then next month you play Spider-Man. That pays. They all pay from sales because the Assassin's Creed games aren't so dear now. But Spider-Man's a bit expensive. The exclusives on PlayStation can be. I just think the variety is there. And it's just so much to play. Got Starlink. This is all the Ubisoft stuff, by the way, by the look of it. Back 4 Blood. That's a bit like Left 4 Dead. It's a bit annoying it's like mixed up. I'm sure I could have cancelled it, actually, and just made it PlayStation 5 only. I might do that in a minute, just to make it a little bit easier on the eyes, if it's possible. Sniper Elite 5, that's good. Deus Ex. I mean, Thief's quite old now, but both Dishonored games is pretty cool. The fact they've got Bus Simulator 21, that's cool as well. And then Ratchet and Clank, that released with the console, didn't it? And then we've got, so pretty much they've got all the recent trilogy of Tomb Raiders all available. There's another Dishonored there, so that's confusing. Might be that one might be specific to PS4 or not. Anyway, Sackboy. Then we've got the Bethesda games, which you think would be Xbox exclusive, but clearly not. The Wolfensteins. Then we've got Uncharted. That one is Legacy of Thieves. I think that's just the 2. I think that's Uncharted 4, and then whatever the spin-off was. It's just bundled together. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, no, that's that one. Yeah, that's it. So it's got the Lost Legacy in that bundle. That's what it is. That's Uncharted 4 and the Lost Legacy. Why they're doing it separate? Oh, because that was PS4. So in the PS5, they bundled them together in a download. And that's PS4. Heavenly Sword, that'll be a streaming PS3 game. So again, you access the PS3 catalogue as well, which I think is cool. And I don't think, again, I don't want to keep comparing to Xbox, but I don't think they're doing that I know of. Lawnmower Simulator, but then also you got this Man-Eater. Both consoles. Some racing games. The original Death Stranding. That says PS4. I'm not sure if the PS5 version's included. I thought it was. I think it is included. If not, it'd be a £10 upgrade to go to PS5. Anyway, Ghost of Tsushima. Wipeout. Come on, I love Wipeout. People sleep on that or forget about it exists. They are Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Shadow of the Colossus, PS4. Then you got the, so if you want to try a different version of The Last of Us, you can play the PS4 version. Wouldn't make sense, but if you've got a PS4, you've still got access to it. And I think that's good. They're not letting them down. God of War. I'm surprised. Yeah, there's the PS5 version. Yeah, so they've got it. Death Stranding PS5. So that's all right for people that don't have, the latest one. That's still great in itself. We've also got Returnal, Demon Souls, Detroit Become Human, Bloodborne. That's cultist. Everybody, like, there's a whole cult following with that game. People go mental for it. Mini golf. But what I'm saying is, if you actually just look at the diversity within the game catalogue, it's crazy. That'd be streamed, this one. God of War 3 remaster. I think it'd be streamed. Actually, no, it's PS4. You might get away with downloading that one. I don't want to click anything because it might send me to the top of the list after. Hollow Knight. Yeah, Killzone, Shadowfall. I've got that on disc. I like that. Neo. I can't remember saying that. That's actually a really good pool game, this one. Something maybe people won't even think about, but it's actually quite good. So effectively, you've got a couple of Sniper Elite games here. We've got 5 and 4 by the look of it. Doom. So we haven't got the latest Doom, but we've got that Doom. You've got Prey. Again, the other Wolfenstein. So you've got the trilogy there, the Wolfenstein games. Fallout 4. So I think we're going more towards the PS4 library, but it's still pretty good. Again, this is based on its release, I think. So this would be like at the infancy of PlayStation Plus now. So these are some of the PS3 games that you could play, which I think is nice to have access to it. You got Resident Evil there. You got Devil May Cry collection. You got 4 there as well. They're fun. Like I said, you're going to probably start seeing a few Ratchet and Clanks spread around the list. Infamous. Oh, wow. So that's the ones to forget as well. Like, you might forget about Infamous. They're really great games. The original God of Wars were great too. Resistance 3. I used to like Resistance. Aged a bit bad now, Resistance, but still. God of War there. God of War. The Infamous. Do you know what I mean? Even just them on a PS3 are great. Absolutely great. And then you've got that one as well for the Motorstorm series, the most recent one. Again, I don't know why they haven't made any new Motorstorms, but they're incredible. Again, that's just PS3 emulators, really. Yeah. But anyway, that as a list is freaking awesome. I keep adding the monthly ones, and I'll still add some more games as well. I'm hoping. Yeah, let's do PS5. Just quick. We go through it real quick then. And then you can just see that maybe the quality of this generation. I won't speak them now. I'll just go through them. We just scroll down. You can just see the logos. I'll try not to go rapid fast because I don't want to be like, you can't see nothing. Well, the problem is they have actually mixed some of the games up. I think some of the emulators they're calling PS4, PS5, and they're not. So that's made the whole friggin' list look terrible, unfortunately. Right, okay. I think because they've mixed crap in with good, it's not really easy for me to see that. I think the best way we can do it is collections. There should be a PlayStation collection somewhere. They've made it really good, haven't they? Where, I think personally, where they're giving you a chance to, best of PlayStation. Okay, that's the best way to do it. Let's have a look at the best of the PlayStation, and this is what you can have access to if you've got a membership. And you're more than going to get. You're going to get more than enough entertainment out of this. I'm trying to think if there's something missing there because I know they've called it the best of it. Like, wait a minute, where's the first God of War's there? That list will only get bigger and bigger, you know. But yeah, when I think about what you get with Xbox, for me, it's just I'm only interested in Forza Horizon, Call of Duty, and Flight Simulator. And it's like they've misjudged their audience, I think, personally. And people who are not interested in them might be interested in just some of the cheaper games. Well, how does the price justify it? It doesn't. And like I say, this gives you access to your online. I mean, make my game trials. So I might be just curious about something. I did say I was going to try something, didn't I? Tell you what. Let's say we pick Alan Wake 2. We just redeemed that. I've got access to it. I'm not going to play too much because it's a bit dark. I don't want to sort of upset anyone. We'll stream it. Because I've got the premium membership, I can do streams. Don't even have to download it. I don't have to wait. It's probably about 100 gig download. Why wait 100 gig? We'll just play it. It's so good. But again, I think because their Xbox is hype, people keep talking about the cloud, the Xbox cloud, like the cloud gaming's everything. It's like the PlayStation have some stuff that's similar too. Don't know why people keep sleeping on it. Just PlayStation just don't give you their games at launch. You buy it. But their games are so great, people want to buy them at launch. Xbox, I think, we're not that desperate for it at launch. We can wait anyway. It's rarely a game comes out on Xbox where you go, I must have that day one, I'm going to lose my mind. PlayStation release something and going, I've been waiting ages for this. That's really the difference. I'd say the only argument, the alternative there is probably Call of Duty. Oh, okay. So it's got. I might just press continue because, like I said, I did the trial, didn't I? I said that, and I think it was a 5-hour trial. I just got out of the main area and I've got to the town. I just finished the town bit. I don't want to give too much away there, but effectively just got past the opening scene where you just got used to the game. So if I press continue, hopefully I'm still in the town centre because it'd be a good place to walk around. And it looked fine so far to me.
I need to come clean, Anderson.
Oh, I'm a bit worried. I think it's continuing from the beginning.
He was chasing a writer.
I think it's starting from the beginning.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing.
Well, I need to move this over because it's saying I can skip, but I don't know how.
You know the detective character from his
I'll circle.
books, Alex Casey.
I'm worried. I think we're starting at the beginning. I was hoping we'd start where I want to start. Oh, yeah. We turn to the heart.
The page says nightingales in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
Right. The only issue we've got is the fact that my game capture card actually doesn't do blacks very well. It makes it very dark. It just makes things dark. So I'm going to try to get away from the dark. It's just the capture card. This has nothing to do with PlayStation Plus's performance or anything. It's just, if you look up my one, I've got a Razer Ripsaw HD, and they were comparing it to an Elgato. And some of my one was better, but they did say that the blacks are incredibly dark. And in some games, when I play Last of Us, I liked it. In a scene like this, if I just put her here, that's quite unbearable. You know, so... But anyway, remember, we're playing this streamed. That's what we want to look. We want to look at performance. We also want to look at graphics, the fidelity and things. Obviously, it's not really. It's not a normal screen because I play on an ultra-wide monitor. That's why you're getting a square box, because it doesn't feel an ultra-wide screen, and I don't want to keep changing the boundaries for my video. On my gaming content, I change the format. So effectively, it'd be like that on my screen, and you'd have two separate bits. Again, we're just trying to get a feel of the graphics. I'll tell you what we do. We come out of this game. We'll do a game that perhaps would be a bit more colourful. Let's try... Should we see if we can do Ghost of Tsushima? Let me see if that loads. That'd be a great one to play. Just because it's colourful, it's beautiful. Or even Hogwarts could be fun. Yeah, let's do Ghost of Tsushima. We'll stream it. So it asks, what one do you want to stream? Well, of course I want the latest one. So this is going to look nice. This is going to look quite splendid. And again, I know you get fanboys one side or the other. I'm not a fanboy. I'm more of a PC gamer, but I really do enjoy playing on my PS5, and I do like the Switch too as well. I used to like Xbox, but for me, they've gone downhill. There's nothing to play that excites me. Just a racing game, a flight simulator, and sometimes Call of Duty. That's where we're at. And I don't think they've really opened their eyes like Xbox to the fact that they've been disappointing for years. Oh, right, that doesn't normally happen. But it's still working by the look of it. I just want to make sure it's definitely working. How do we know it's the stream? I don't know if I've got it installed internally as well. That's my worry at the moment. Oh, let it play like this. Again, we're looking at graphic fidelity, fluidity. It looks sharp enough to me.
Unstoppable. We are 80 samurai against an army.
But I've been playing it on PC as well. I'm a bit further in the PC version, to be totally honest. Because I've got an ultra-wide screen, you see.
I die for my people. There must be thousands of them. We will face death and defend our home.
I want to just get through it. I'm hoping it starts because it's not going to do it justice until we play, is it?
Courage. Honor. They are what make us. We are the warriors of Tsushima. We are samurai! Nodadachi. Go break their spirits.
I think I might, because it's not getting anywhere, and I'm a little bit worried we're not going to move. If it doesn't turn into an action sequence, I might just switch to Spider-Man.
Outsiders! Send your finest warrior to face me! Nada, Jinnida.
Right, we're looking at performance. We're not getting anywhere. I don't like it when games make you watch cinematics too long. It's just ridiculous, because I think they should let you skip. So what we do, one last time, that's just a frustration of the game itself, unfortunately. I'm further in than that, so I don't know why it's starting me there. I'm not sure if saves carry over on the cloud. That's my only thing. Like, if you've already started progress one way, I'm not sure if it carries over. Let's do Spider-Man Miles Morales, shall we? Do stream. If you have a stable, fast internet, you can stream max resolution. Open the PlayStation card on control panel. How do you do that? I don't know how you do that. Not everything's that intuitive. So anyway, it does look like you can increase the resolution if you've got a good internet connection, which I do have. I'm not sure how you get that card up. Is it this? That can't be that. Don't know how you get it up. But anyway, again, fluidity, graphics. So if you've got maybe minimal storage, maybe you've got Call of Duty stored on your console, you don't have a lot of storage for other games. With this membership, you can stream it. Right, so I've got two here. I'm just trying to think which one's which. This one says, what it is, I started. You know, when you play a game, you haven't played it for ages, you come back, and you're like, oh, I'll just start again. I can't be able to start in the middle of it. That's really what happened here. So, of course, I'm not expecting it to look as nice as native, but you're looking to be able to have fun and convenience of not stalling it on your system, you know? But no, it looks. I mean, obviously, what I'm seeing is a smaller screen where I'm recording it on what I see, but obviously, everybody else would have access to more depth to it, really, I guess. But from my point of view, this is crazy for £13.50. And the reality is, like, you might not even have to have a PS5 to play it. You might be able to stream it on an app on your computer and things, you know. But this is what I mean. I think the game library on PlayStation is just more fun than Xbox, and I think the fact that they give you so much of it with their subscription service, I just think it's far more beneficial to me. I actually like it. I think people just naturally sleep on PlayStation. They just like to moan. They like to keep making them sound like they're inferior, and it's like they've missed out on so many great games if you just stick to one console. You know, and I think it's those that have had first-hand experience can sort of decide for themselves based on, I think, a broader knowledge of the services and what they provide, you know. So, of course, that's just running around, but if we just go on the ground here, look. I don't think I've got anything to grab onto, to be honest, there. You can actually run up the wall.
What are you doing out so late, Spider-Man?
I will say I could grab there. Bin, I think. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. I think hopefully people have seen enough of the service itself really to garner a reaction as to whether they feel it's worth. Oh, there's the Game Hub. I'm not sure if that was the right thing. I don't know. Anyway, you know, like if we just go by like my console, what I've got installed, this is my console storage. I've put an M.2 storage in there, 2 terabytes. So my PS5 has 3 terabytes of data. And this is literally what I've got. So I've got a mixture of VR games with, you know, something like Fortnite is free to play, some sports, some Assassin's Creed. We've got Cyberpunk. Really, I was just testing Cyberpunk because I got it on PC, but it performs actually incredible on a PS5. Really impressed. Gran Turismo 7, Forza Horizon remakes, remaster one, so it cost me an extra £10 upgrade from PS4. Still got to play through that yet. You know, a bit of versatility. There's plenty to play. That's a demo, but it's fun. But it's a mixture, you know. First party games, others. I've even got Xbox though. I've even got Sea of Thieves. You can start getting Xbox games on PS5 now. That only cost me about £25, £30. I can't remember now. Ages ago. As it went on sale. And Red Dead Redemption, that runs at 60 FPS. It runs really nice. And that's just like what's installed on my system. And like I say, you can stream the ones you don't want to install or you want to test. Because I do it for tests. Let's say you're like, oh, I like what's in the library. This is what I'm like. Let's say I'm looking through the PlayStation Plus catalogue and I'm thinking, oh, like, let's say I want to play Dead by Daylight and I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to like that. Is it worth installing it? Is it not every game is available to stream. That I know, like, I'm pretty sure some are not. I'm not sure. I can't say for sure everything would. But let's say I don't want to download it. How much to say? 71 gig, I think, if I'm reading it right. Well, I can just stream it for a bit to see what I like. And if I think I want a stable connection or want it the best version of itself, then I'll install it. But that's really where I treat it. I don't treat it like I'm just streaming every game. But it's up to people how they treat a service, you know. Like I say, they promote different games at different points. There's a certain tournament for FC. I'm surprised they don't say FC 26 now. You know, they're good at promoting stuff, I think. Oh, I didn't know we had this Shredders one. I was interested in looking at it myself. If it's one I thought. It might be a different one. But there's going to be games all over this that even I freaking don't know is there, and someone else is probably playing it, enjoying it, and I don't even know it exists. There's so many games to go through. If we're looking at the value of it all, for me, it's worth it. I'm not sure if I can get my membership. I usually give you away. I think really you're more likely to get the information when you're ordering it the first time, really. PlayStation. So these are memberships you cannot acquire. You can pay for EA Play, but that's part of Game Pass. But then think how dear Game Pass is now. Even if I bought EA Play and Game Pass, if I got PlayStation Plus and EA Play, it's still cheaper than Xbox. £6 for EA Play, £13.50 for the ultimate, the premium extra or whatever, the premium version of PlayStation Plus. So it's 6 plus £13.50, so what, you're £19.50. It's still cheap, £3 cheaper than Xbox. And to be honest, most people ain't even going to want this. Not for more than a month or two. You don't need it every bloody month. It's not that great. But anyway. Well, this is the store now, so this isn't all that's available. It's just a store. But they do good deals. I check quite often, especially for my VR. If a game, just see if anything's coming up for sale on a VR. Worth having a look. But again, I think that's what it does. It gives you so much diverse content, you know. I don't know. I thought there was a VR button there. But that's a store anyway, so that's the plus. But I like the way they present it. I think they present it better than Xbox. Xbox is boring. That's to my opinion anyway. So anyway, don't want to drag it on too long. That's my take on PlayStation Plus. I think heads and shoulders above the Xbox and a fraction of the price. No brainer and better exclusives.